you live on YouTube. Yes, I'm late. I'm sorry everybody. Hello George, how are you? Hello Joshua, hello Annie, and hello my Russian friend. I cannot understand your what are you saying? Can you translate to Portuguese, English, Italian maybe? You know? Okay, how to trade support in an uptrend. Everybody, this is Forex course 101. And remember the three pillars, right? We are building the pillar number 1, strategy and system. We are going to understand and learn about risk management, and during these webinars, time to time, we are talking about psychology, right? How we think, why we do the things we are not supposed to do, and other stuff. We are here, everybody. If this is your first time, we are in the beginner module. So if this is your first time, you need to watch all the previous webinars. Oh, Passion, I don't want to watch. Well, you are not going to understand what we are talking in here, because when we are going to talk about structure and trends from the basic module, you need to know what we are talking about. Okay, so if this is your first time, please watch all the videos from the beginning. And remember, there is a 90% of traders lose money in the Forex market worldwide. Okay, and the webinars are not investment or trading advice. Webinars are for educational purposes only. And don't trade with money you cannot afford to lose, everybody. Okay, why is 90%? Why 90% of traders lose money? This is why. The psychology part. Okay, and yes, we have traders that are trading for 7 years, 5 years without success. You are not alone. Okay, it's not uncommon, it's quite common to be in the market 5 years, 6 years, 7 years and no success. And this is why, the psychology part. Okay, everybody, that being said, let's dive into the live markets and let's try to see how to trade support in an uptrend. Do I have anything from yesterday? No, this, not this. Okay, no problem. Duka's copy webinars, it's in Russian. I don't know if it's Nicole or Yanis. It appears in Russian. What you are saying. Can you translate to English? Maybe. Okay, how to trade support in an uptrend. Well, we learned yesterday, right, how the market moves, and we learned that we have two types of support. We have the technical structure support, and we learned that we have trends support. Hello Andrea Lambruschini, come stai? No, speak if you speak Italian. So we have technical structure support and we have trend support, everybody. And I'm sorry, my friend, some of you are typing in Russian. I cannot see. Okay, I mean, I don't understand. Not that I cannot see, I don't understand your questions or what you are saying. And we learned that we are going to have the low that is going to connect with the past high, right? This is what we learned briefly yesterday, right? The low is going to connect when the market is going to retrace, right? It's going to make lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. It's going to retrace, and in some point in time is going to find past support, and is going to, most likely this is going to decrease our technical risk, and most likely is going to reverse and start to go up. Okay, everybody, so let me see one more thing here. Okay, So, and we learned that this is theory, right? In the live market, sometimes the market is going to do this, right? And then it's going to move up. Okay. Sometimes the market is going to break some point of past support. Okay. Oh, let me see. Okay. Nia, finally I have a translation. Okay, Nia Pip. Now I see your comments. But can you speak Russian? I'm sorry, Nia, I don't speak Russian. Okay. Oh yes, okay, Dukascope is explaining that it's only in English. Okay. Great. Okay, so sometimes the market is going to break the level of past support, sometimes it's going to find another one, and sometimes the market is not going to touch our level of past support. So sometimes the market is going to move, it's going to increase the speed, right? Like in here, the market's supposed to touch or connect with past high, but it won't do this, right? And we talked yesterday about that the high probability trades, right? If you need to choose to enter this trade or to choose to enter this trade, then is going to, this trade, statistically speaking, is going to give you a better chance of success. Okay? Now, talk about trading when we are going to enter a trade, everybody. When we are going to spot past resistance and we are going to enter the trade, we are going to put our stop loss below the low. Okay, this is how you trade support in an uptrend. You are going to have also support in a downtrend, but today this is support in an uptrend. Okay, so when and of course we are going to apply the counter trend line break if you want, right? And if this is your first time, we learned how to confirm, right? We learned how to confirm the trend. So you are going to have a retracement going like this, like this, like this, and in some point in time it's going to be like this, and this is the orange. It's going to break the counter trend line, and we learned that we have different traders, the more aggressive ones, but now in here we have a 75% uptrend. The uptrend passion, how do you know the retracement is over? I don't know. I have a 75% confirmed uptrend, right? I don't know, but I can speculate, right? But you're going to have aggressive traders entering in here with another counter trend line, and you are going to have a more conservative traders waiting for the confirmation of the uptrend, right? You need to have minimum 2 highs, 2 lows, and the second high and the second low must be a higher high and a higher low. But when we are talking about trading, the stop loss, right, is going to be here. This is a stop loss. There you go. And remember, you can choose to trade technical structure support. This could be structure, the violet line, or this violet line could be a representation of the short-term trend. Any questions so far? Any questions so far? Remember, I have a 20 seconds delay on the chat. Any questions so far? And don't be shy, everybody, there is no right or wrong, right? We are here to help you. Okay, so let's go, right? We want to see, we are going to check first the uptrend, and then we are going to see how to trade with the stop loss levels. USDCAD is the currency for today. If you have another currency pair of your choice, please type in the chat. If not, we're going to go USDCAD. Just let me see if it's the daily chart or if it's some kind of other charts. Okay, let me see. I'm going to close this, close. Okay, so this is the daily chart, everybody. And as you can see here, we have the, and if you hear a sound, there is a construction building going near me. Okay, so this is the daily chart, and we are going to move on the 2-hour chart. Just give it a second. Okay, on the 2-hour chart, this is the down market. The market broke this downtrend line, something like this. Okay, and we're going to start. Thank you, Joshua. So we're going to start from in here, right? And of course we don't have the crystal ball, right? We're going to start from here, and we're going to delete the downtrend line, is not relevant anymore, and we're going to start from here. Okay, this is the starting point, right? So low, high, right? So what else can we do? Well, we can put an uptrend line in here, and our first past support is this level in here. Victor is asking about pivot points. How do you know that pivot point is forming? Pivot point is not, okay, I'm going to answer you quickly. USDCAD monthly chart. Great question, Victor. Great question. USDCAD monthly chart. Okay, so this is a pivot point. Okay, because it touched from the downside up and reacted, it reversed, and it touched from the upside down and it reacted and reversed. So okay, so it's not that you are going to detect how the pivot point it's forming, right? But you are going to see from the past. Of course, you need to have enough history. If you don't have enough history from the monthly chart, you cannot possibly spot the pivot point. Okay, you need enough history. Back to the great question, Victor. Great, to the USDCAD. Okay, so we are here right now, right? And we are going to expect what? We are going to trade, we are going to expect the market to find past support, which is here, and the market is going to react. Remember the rule, everybody: when the market breaks and you have many levels of past support, when the market breaks one, okay, loves to gravitate to another one. Okay, so but let's see. I'm a beginner trader. I have learned about the market structure. I have learned about the short-term trends, right? And I'm trading on USDCAD 2-hour chart. So let's see. We're going to increase the scale. Okay, we are here, and I'm going to put a counter trend line on my chart. So let's see. I'm going to increase. Let's see. Okay, now I have a counter trend line break, right? The white one broke my counter trend line, so I'm in. Okay, I'm in. And why I'm in? Well, because the market broke the counter trend line, and I know that the market can fall until here, right? So let's color code this. Okay, I would enter this trade, everybody. Okay, I would enter this trade, and I know, but just because I know that sometimes sometimes the market is not going to hit, is not going to connect exactly to the pip, right? Sometimes the market can do this. Sometimes the market can do, I have some space, you know, at least in theory, I know that the market can go until here. Okay? Passion, how do you know? I don't know this, but at least in theory, I know that the market loves... The market is not some mystical structure, you know, unpredictable monster, but I'm entering in here because I have a counter trendline break, but I know that the market can push lower until this level of path support, right? George, at July 19 it was not yet clear that the structure is reversed. Isn't it high risk to trade at the beginning of what it's now clear an uptrend? Great question. Great question. So at July 19 it was not clear. Okay, great question. Let's clarify this. Downtrend line until here, right? This is the downtrend line. Downtrend line. Okay, there you go. Like in here, right? This is the downtrend line. If you are, of course, the answer is if when you are not sure, we are going to wait, right? Okay. But I didn't say that I'm going to enter the trade on the 19th, George. I didn't say I'm going to enter the trade in here. Okay, and you are absolutely correct. In here, this is 75%, right? So we are not trading here. We are going to wait, right? The market is going to make a higher high, and now I have a confirmed uptrend. Okay, George, and everybody else, great question, George. Everybody keep asking questions. There is no right or wrong, don't be shy. Okay, so back to trading, how to trade an uptrend, how to trade support in an uptrend. I have my counter trendline break. I have my counter trendline break in here, but the market didn't quite reach the past support. Okay, why is this important? If I know that time to time the market is going to do this, but I also know that I have a technical risk that the market can move further down, right? So as a trader, I'm not going to put my stop loss 10 or 15 pips below the low, right? But because I know that I have a technical risk that the market can fall and connect, okay? If it's going to break past support, I'm going to lose either way, everybody. Okay? If it's going to break, if it's not going to respect past support, I'm going to lose either way. But in choosing between the stop loss number one, and you heard me say a lot of times we need to get away from the wave of the market, right? So I want to decrease the risk. I want to decrease the risk of being stopped out. So I'm not going to choose the stop loss number one. I'm going to choose the stop loss number two, because I know, at least in theory, that the market can go further down, connect or touch the low, can connect or touch the high, and just maybe, right, then the market is going to move up if the uptrend is going to continue. In another lesson we said that the stop loss must be at the low of the structure black line, not the pink trend lines. Yes, but this was a different story, George, right? In each lesson we are trying to learn something new. Okay, The rule from the past lesson is still okay. Okay. George and everybody else, if you are comparing, oh, it's the pink line. Again, USDCAD 2-hour chart is just an example. It could be the 15-minute chart, the daily, the weekly, the monthly. And this pink line, this uptrend could be structure. Okay? Okay, everybody, it's just an example for you how to think. But you are going to apply these rules. You can apply these rules on every time frame, every currency pair. Okay? This is why we are telling you that, where is the saying? Here? No, where is it? Okay, that you have structural support and you have trend support. Okay? Now, if you are confused, everybody, the answer is simple. You need to decide what you are trading, right? And there is no right or wrong. You can trade structure, and again, USDCAD 2-hour chart is just an example. Or you can trade the trend. Okay? George, is it clear what we are talking about today? We are learning how to trade support in an uptrend. It's not how to trade structure in an uptrend. It's not how to trade an uptrend in a structure. Today's lesson is the rules, right, of the past support. Everybody, you need to understand one thing. We are upgrading your knowledge. Okay? This is why I was telling you all the month. Watch these webinars over and over and over again. Oh, passion, but I'm intelligent. It doesn't matter. It's not about intelligence. You cannot understand everything and anything just watching one time. Okay? If you are not clear how and what are the rules, you are going to, I'm telling you, I don't want to offend anybody. I'm just sincere. If you don't understand the basic module and you have on the Ducascopy web YouTube page, you have all the webinars, you are going to have difficult time in here. And guess what? In the intermediate and advanced, yes, you are going to get crazy, right? This is the basic stuff you need to learn before you go to the beginners. And George says, now it's clear. Okay, great. Where are we? Oh, let me see where I was. Where was I? Here? Was I here? No, I was not here. Educate your JPY. Where was I? I was at USDCAD, right? I cannot find USD. Okay, no problem. We're going to open again. Open again. USDCAD. USDCAD was the right. USDCAD 2-hour chart. Okay, and this is the example, right? USDCAD. We were here. And we started in here, right? So low, high, low, high. We had the uptrend line and we said this is our first path support. Okay, so we are here and I said that I would enter on the counter trend line break. There you go. And what you need to learn today, everybody, if the low would connect with path support, I would put my stop loss in here, right? But because I see that I have, or the market has space, right, then I'm going to put my stop loss lower. So here it would connect, right? So passion, how to do this? Okay, this is not a rule, everybody, but if you want to see some numbers, how to do this. You are going to put your horizontal line on the high. Okay, I'm going to delete this. You are going to put a horizontal line on the high if you want to see some numbers, and the number is 1.31090, so your stop loss is going to be 10 pips or 100 pipettes lower. So it's going to be at 1.30990, 100 pipettes. Okay, this is how it's done. There is no right or wrong. This is just a technique, everybody. You can accept, you can reject, you can say, oh, I don't agree, no problem. Okay, so let's see what is going to happen. The market is falling. See, everybody, if I would put my stop loss in here, I would be stopped out. Okay, why is that? Well, this is theory, right? The live market sometimes is going to touch, is going to connect, sometimes it won't touch, it won't connect, right? Like in here. Different color, like this and like this. There you go. So let's see. And the market's moving sideways. I can extend my uptrend line sideways and finally start to move up. Okay, this is the arrow. If I would put, and let's color code this in black and like this, if I would put my stop loss too tight, right, because I know that the market can fall, right, something like this, I decided to have some space with my stop loss, so I'm going to put in here. And finally, so trade number one, we won, right? I have another retracement. Let's check the extension, and this is violet color. Okay, let's see. Okay, finally I have another high. Now I have two levels of past support, level number one, okay, level number two. I'm going to monitor the market, put a counter trend line on the chart, and monitor the market. Okay, wait, the market is falling, right? No counter trend line break. Now here I would enter the trade. I have my counter trend line break is this white one, and this is almost perfect, right? They almost connected, right? You can draw a horizontal line. Okay, there you go. When they connect, everybody, when they connect or touch, you are going to put your stop loss 10 pips or 100 pipettes below the low. Okay, here you are going to use the horizontal line, here you are going to use the low of the candle. Okay, if you don't know what is the number of the low, you go here and you have the tool here, is going to help you. So the low is 1.31572. My stop loss is going to be 1.31472. Okay, not this one. So okay, coordinates, then one port. Okay, I need another one. So 1.31472 we said, right? 472. Okay, so my stop loss is going to be here. I'm going to delete the horizontal line. Let's see what is going to happen. The market is moving, falling down. almost hit my stop loss. See this, everybody? Okay, sometimes it's better if you have enough capital, put 15 pips, right? Sometimes this happens. It's going to hit your stop loss, and as soon as it's going to hit your stop loss, it's going to reverse, and you are going to be like, man, what happened? This market is impossible, and you know, right? So let's see what is happening. We are still in the trade, and bam, we lost in here. The market hit our stop loss, right? We learned yesterday when the market breaks, but this is not a break yet. When the market breaks one level of past support, love to gravitate to the other one, right? What am I missing? Am I missing my uptrend line? Just to see, right? Okay, so I'm stopped out. Let's see what is happening. Okay, now it broke. Now it did break the first level, right? It's going through, it's breaking the level, right? And it's going to the other. Let's see. Okay, so here is another counter trend line break. Here is another, right? Let's make a pool. Who in here would enter this trade? I'm going to delete this. Who in here would enter this trade, everybody? This is the past support. Who in here would enter this trade? And of course the next question is why? Yes, why not? Right? Remember, the market didn't break the trend low. We are still in an uptrend, right? We learned this stuff. We learned that sometimes this is the uptrend line. We learned that sometimes the market is going to go like this, but then it's going to go like this, right? And like this. This is not a change of the uptrend, because we learned what are the relevant highs and lows. The same goes for structure, right? So before you answer, be aware that even though the market didn't respect the past support, even though, right, it went through the past support number one, the market is still in an uptrend. Why is that? Well, because this is the relevant low, and this low is still a higher low in here. Okay, so who in here would enter the trade? Who in here wouldn't enter the trade? You can say me, I would enter. You can say no, I wouldn't enter. You can say, well, I would stay out. You can say I don't know. No problem, everybody. Who in here would enter? Yes, but the market broke the uptrend line. Yes, sir. But between the uptrend line and the relevant highs and lows, right? Between the trend lines and the relevant highs and lows, who is stronger? Is the trend line following the market structure or the relevant highs and lows, or are the relevant highs and lows following the trend line? You need to be clear. If you are not clear on this, everybody watch again the webinars. Starting from number 1. You should have learned this until now. Okay. And George is saying to enter a second long position which is a lower than the previous that failed seems to go against the trend, so I wouldn't enter. Okay. Great answer. There is no right or wrong, everybody. You can put your opinion. Okay. Annie, what would you do? Victor, what would you do? What would you do, everybody? Max, if you're online, Miguel, if you're online, what would you do? There is no right or wrong. It happens all the time, everybody. And you need to be clear. When comes the time to trade, you need to make a decision. George has decided to not to enter. Great. Why is great? Well, we don't have the crystal ball, right? There is no right or wrong. Victor is saying, I understand you have to teach us the support, but using this technique we are putting the trade in more, because using the market structure you have more possibility to win. Is that okay? What do you think? The answer is yes. Yes. Yes, sir. Absolutely right. But sometimes you don't have enough capital, Victor. Sometimes you don't have enough money to put your stop loss on the structure. Okay. So Victor wouldn't. So let's see. Passion, what would you do? I would enter. I would enter because it's still okay. This is just a retracement. I would enter because this low is still a lower low. I mean a higher low. Okay, I would enter in here. Now, listen to me very carefully. Because the market broke this level of past support, this level of past support is not valid anymore. So I'm not going to put my stop loss 10 pips below here. Okay, but I'm going to put my stop loss 10 pips or 15 pips below the relevant low. Why is that? Well, because if I'm wrong, the market is going to break the relevant low, and this loss is okay. Okay, so if the market is going to stop me out, then I'm perfectly cool. Because did I do anything wrong? No, I didn't, right? The market broke the relevant low, and meaning we are in a 50% downtrend. Victor, I'm going to clarify again for you and to George, okay, what we are teaching right now. So there is no right or wrong. You're going to have traders going up, you're going to have traders staying out, and you're going to have traders maybe shorting the market, right? Let's see what is going to happen. Whoops, I lost. See, everybody? The market stopped me out. Now, what do I have? I have a new structure low. I'm in a relevant low, and I'm not anymore in an uptrend. I'm in a 50% downtrend. I'm going to delete a lot of stuff. Delete, 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 delete. Okay, so this is now 50% downtrend, and what is happening? The market moved up, making a higher high. Okay. Now, what happened in here? Good news, bad news. Good news, everybody. If you are a beginner trader, you are going to have this kind of losing trades. Okay, you need to accept this. Time to time, you are going to lose. I would lose this, no problem. Okay. Oh man, but this market is just playing around. Well, it's not a problem, it's just one trade. Okay, and the market pushed up. When this happens, continue to play the game. We are going to adjust our uptrend line, and we are going to, where is my uptrend line? And we are going to continue to trade, right? We want to make pips and money. So this is now again, it's moving up, 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 and finally we are here right now. Okay, we have this up in here, counter trend line break in here. It seems overtrading to me. In the beginning of a new long uptrend, there are ups and downs until the trend is clear. So why risking so many trades in the beginning? There is no, George, there is no right or wrong. Okay? There is no right or wrong. But the important thing as a beginner trader is not to break any rules. Right? So I lost, right? Okay, and I entered in here, right? I entered in here. Okay. Am I breaking any rules in here? And of course the trend line was before like this. The market broke the uptrend line, right? And this was the trend low, and I choose to, it's a decision, everybody, it's a decision. Sorry, do you have to change the structure too? The structure of the trend we are going to check, okay? But I want to clarify to George, there is no right or wrong until you are breaking the rules, okay? Why is not right or wrong? Because here somebody says, oh, I'm going to stay out because the market broke the uptrend line and I want to see what is happening. That's okay. You are going to have traders like me that I'm going to say, well, the market did break the uptrend line, but I'm still in an uptrend. I don't have a lower low and I'm going to enter. So did I lose? Absolutely yes. But did I do anything wrong? If you are my trader working for me in my hedge fund, and you lost, it's okay. I would give you a pat on the back and say, oh, let's drink a beer or coffee. Oh, but I lost. No problem. You are going to lose a lot of times. Okay? You need to understand, everybody, that this is okay. What is not okay is to do stupid things. Entering in stupid areas, of course, when you understand and when you learn, right? Okay, so this is an okay trade. It is a risky trade, yes it is. You have, between the two that is staying out and entering, you have a higher degree of technical risk, yes sir. But nonetheless, it's my choice. If the base trend line is almost horizontal, there may be many lower lows until we realize that the market is maybe in sideways. How many trades should we make if we lose one after the other? Two. Great question, George. This is the uptrend, everybody. And George is asking if I'm going to buy this uptrend or if I'm going to sell this downtrend, or if I'm going to buy or sell this sideways movement. How many trades before I stop? Answer: 2 trades. If you are going long in an uptrend and you lose 2 times, or if you are going short and lose 2 times, or if you are going here short at the upper band, long on the lower band, and you lose 2 times, you stop. I want to work for you, no problem. I need just to check if you understand and know how the market works. You can work for me, no problem. Everybody, I have friends all over the world who are owners of investment banks and hedge funds. They are looking for traders. They are looking for you, okay? But before they accept you, they need to see if you understand and you know what you're talking about. Okay? They are looking for you. So, but without joking, right? You need to understand what you're doing, okay? And then switch to another pair and come back after a few months. No need to do this. So the answer is 2, everybody. If you lose 2 trades in a row, maybe this uptrend is not an uptrend. Maybe this downtrend is not a downtrend. Maybe this sideways movement is not a sideways movement. Okay? 5 more minutes, let's go. I lost in here, the market reversed, made a higher high. I need to adjust my uptrend line. Okay, there you go. There you go. Counter trend line break. Let me see. Okay. Okay, there you go. Past support, the market reversed, they touched, right, it went through, enter the counter trend line, stop loss in here. Okay, now again, to explain to George, Victor and everybody, maybe you are asking, well, Passion, but it's not, you are teaching us that the best play is below the structure low. Yes, all of this is true, but if you want to address or talk about how to trade support, this is how you trade support. Okay, maybe you don't have enough money or risk capital to put your stop loss in here. This is why you are learning today another place, another technical logical place. Okay, so let's see how it's going to play. Sideways, up, up. Okay, now here what happened? Well, we have higher low, higher high. Okay, so this, we're going to consider this a win. Another part is trade management. So let's see, uptrend line, right? Uptrend line. Okay, counter trend line break in here. Let me see. Yes, I would enter this one. Okay, stop loss in here. Let's see, down, lost the trade, hit my stop loss, and moving up again. Okay, there you go. You need to test this, everybody. If you're going to, and there is no George, and for the other, you like numbers, you need to test a currency pair. Maybe a 10 pip stop loss is going to get hit. Maybe a 15 pips stop loss wouldn't get hit. Okay, there is no right or wrong. Maybe if I put my stop loss in here, and before 15 pips instead of 10, maybe the market wouldn't stop me out. Either way, we are still in an uptrend. Look where this is going. Okay, and finally, let me see, we are short of time. Okay, you are going to lose, everybody, me too. We are together in this. We are going to lose in here. This is not uptrend anymore. Okay, 2 more minutes. Okay, just for you to understand, this is structure, and you learned about structure. This is the short-term downtrend, the short-term uptrend. You learned about this, right? You learned about the market wave. You learned about the extension, retracement, extension. Okay? What we are teaching you right now, we are trying to upgrade your knowledge. And you learned that the greater chance of success, you are going to have less technical risk when the short-term trade is going to be aligned with the direction of the market wave, meaning with the structure. Okay, now this was the beginner, this was the basic module. Now in the beginner module is, okay, I'm not a billionaire, I don't have enough money to put my stop loss on the daily above the structure. So I need to trade inside in here, and in doing so I'm going to apply the new knowledge how to trade, right? Resistance in a downtrend, resistance in a downtrend. This is what we are teaching you. This is where we are trying to upgrade your knowledge. So when you ask, oh Passion, but didn't you say that the best play? Yes, but we are upgrading your knowledge. Okay, you need to know this and you need to know this. If you are going to lose on this and you have the chance to put your stop loss up in here, you need to explain why. If you are going to put your stop loss here and you didn't have the money to put your stop loss here, another story. Or we should trade a big time frame. There is no rule about time frames. You have scalpers, traders, swing traders, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, daily, weekly. No rule. The stop loss margin for a particular pair comes from statistics of back testing. Correct? No, not correct. Not correct, George. The market is a living organism. What back testing, everybody, doesn't work in the real life, okay? You can back test a strategy, you are going to see what is going to happen when you are going to apply in the real time, okay? Okay, everybody, see you back tomorrow. I hope you learned. I mean, did you learn anything today, everybody? Did you learn anything? In the end, stay strong in the markets. This is FXPassion signing off.